So there it is. Ah, bummer. The sunlight is not right for taking this picture because it's cutting right across it. It's just, you just can't do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to move in, and we're going to use the camera with a little bit tighter lens, and we're only going to photograph the door and the shutter that says tea and honey. And so we'll just zero in, and then I'll show you that in a second. Oh, sorry, I'm showing you the street. That's not good. And okay, there we go. And so we simplify that photograph. Let's see. Well, it's easier to just look at the store. It works. Oh, look, somebody's going by. That's what we want. Click. Got it. Okay. So let's go on down Mill Street a little bit more. No, not Mill Street. They call this Mill Street Brewing Company, but we're actually on Tanker Lane or something like that. Adrian, what's the name of this street?
It's Tankhouse Lane. That's one of, it's named after one of Mill Street's brewers, actually, which is, we'll have one of those after you're all done, Dan.
Okay, all right, I can't wait. All right, so I'm going to ask Rod to go in. Rod, you're going to go in and make sure that if I can take a picture at the bar, there's a bar down here that has amazing, like, all kinds of beers on taps, and it's very colorful, and he's going to see if they mind if I come in. We might lose the signal when I go in there. You guys just let me know, but I think it would be really cool if we can go in there. I'll just go. Yeah, we're almost, it's a Mill Street Brewery, the Mill Street Brew Pub. Here we go. Here we are. We'll show it to you. Has a very nice sign. You know, they made it very easy to make charming photographs in this neighborhood because everything just has a little bit of a twist to it to give it that old-time look. And if you're a sucker for nostalgia the way I am, then you just kind of go crazy in a neighborhood like this. So let's go in here. I'm carefully watching my signal.
And just a reminder for people who are just tuning in now, if you have any questions or comments for Dan that you'd like him to answer, you can tweet them out using the Canada50 hashtag.
Yeah, so do you see that this is a very distinctive place. It's all decorated for Halloween. Yeah, we're really quite nuts what we see here. There's hundreds of things I could take a picture of. Oh, look at Rod asked him, and now he's polishing up the keg, the beer levers on tap. So I'm going to ask him if I can take a picture of him, but mainly I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is very distinctive. If you're doing a story about a place in the Distillery district, this is just the kind of picture you would want to take. And so here we are. Now, I forgot to change my exposure compensation from outside, so I'm going to put that back to 0. And away we go. So I'm shooting pictures with the guy in them, and then Rod's going to give me my other camera, and we'll go back to that, and we'll shoot just a kind of a close-up, and we're restricting our view to just what we see in the picture. And there we go. Now, normally, I would stop and have a conversation with the bartender and talk to him about his neighborhood. And this is also, as a photographer, how you find out more about the neighborhood. I like to tell, I mean, you know, I guess it's a funny way to look at it, but I like to say that the camera is a great way for me to make friends. And the best way to make, you know, to get photographs of a neighborhood is to make friends in that neighborhood and talk to them and get interested in their life. And then it comes to your, you know, to your mind, ideas of different things you could take pictures of. And so now we're going to slowly walk back down Tank. Adrian, tell me again, what's the name of the street? Tank House.
It's Tank House Ale.
Tank House Lane.
Tank House Ale Lane, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So that's pretty cool.
While you're walking there, Dan, we've just had a couple people join us. Jody Robbins from Calgary, one of Canada's top Canadian journalists, and Mary Ellen Ward in Toronto out of Breathe Dream Go. So welcome to you two.
Great. So I'm moving. Wow, I don't know. Did anybody see anything that they thought they liked? Huh?
The backlight
print shop
was very cool.
Oh, oh, wait, this is kind of cool. I like the light right here that I'm seeing with this gentleman walking. And he doesn't realize I'm taking his picture, so he's giving me kind of a funny look. You know, what we do about taking pictures of people is usually if you see something happen right away, you take a picture right away. But if you're going to spend any amount of time with them, it's really a good idea to stop and say, hey, you know, explain to them what you're doing, why you think it's important. Here, I'm going to take a simple photograph here with, I like that T a lot. It's just really straightforward. Now, with the lens that's on the camera and the video, I can't really get the whole thing. So then that's why we go back to this other shot, you know, with this other camera, and we have just a picture of the T. It's kind of, it's not working. See there? You see things that you find might be interesting, and you take a picture of them, and, you know, maybe it's not a good picture after all, but take pictures of all kinds of things. It's funny, there's a lot of pictures, there's a lot of places here, the shops inside, they say no photos. I don't know what that's about, but maybe they just got tired of too many people taking pictures. What else can we do here? Hey, whoa.
So
Wait a second. Let's see, let's let this sun just like blast. Oh, there's a little cart coming around. Nope, sun, that's just like looking right into the sun on that. I really see what I stopped and said whoa about is that thing that looks like a widow's watch on top of that building. I really still like that, but I can't quite seem to incorporate it into a picture. Oh, here we go. Look at the folks. They're just in the right light there coming around the corner. That's pretty nice. Oh, except look what's in the foreground. A box of trash. So much for that picture. All right, here we go. Look at this train of kids. I like it sometimes when there's, oh, look. City photographers love dogs. So we're just going to sit down on the stoop here. And we got this very cute dog. And hopefully this gentleman doesn't mind I take his picture because I, quite honestly, don't have a lot of time to explain what I'm doing. I wonder if the dog would come up close to me. There we go. Look at that. Oh, not that close. Thank you so much.
You made a new friend there, Dan.
I know. So that, hopefully what I got out of that was a picture of the dog in the foreground. So it gives you some humanity in the picture. And then we got the Distillery district in the background. And so this guy, what I'm doing, my name is Dan. And I'm working with Canada Tourism and National Geographic Traveler magazine. And we're broadcasting a virtual photo walk. And I don't know if you mind if I take a portrait of you. All right, let me have you come. Oh, maybe you won't get that lucky this time. But let me have you come right here just into the shade because the sun's a little bit too bright now. There we go. Now, can you pick your dog up? Does she mind that? Okay, because because we don't want to, I mean, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the dog's face closer to your face. Oh, that's very nice. And so then we'll choose a wide angle lens here, and I'm shooting down the street, and we actually get a close-up of, oh, that's really nice.
That's
okay,
super
thank
cute.
you so
That's
much.
Great.
Tell me your name one more time. Stephen, thank you so much. All right. All right, let's, I'm going to go back down here towards this, uh-oh, what's that noise? Towards this sculpture. Oh, cobblestone streets. I just realized something. Sometimes, when you have something so obvious as cobblestone streets, you want to just take a picture of the cobbles. So I'm going to lay down here in the middle of the street, and we're looking through the camera.
Oh, I think we lost Dan.
Maybe Julia
try and get that.
Julia, maybe if you can let Dan know that he's dropped off the call. So I have a question for all the photographers who are joining us while we're waiting for Dan. What was the craziest thing you've ever done to get a good
Hey, I'm
shot?
back. I'm sorry. Sorry about that, folks. You know, I'm not sure what happened, except I might have laid down on the transmitter, which is something.
No more lying down on the job, Dan.
Yeah, I told myself I wasn't going to do that, but there is one sign that I saw that I'm looking for, and I was dying to take a picture of it. Okay, so Joy, if anybody's wondering about what settings you use on the camera today, since I'm a little preoccupied, I'm doing a couple of things at once. I decided to set the camera at 400 ISO, which is a good middling exposure. So here we go. Let's do this quick. Maybe we won't get caught. No unauthorized photography. Okay, no, I didn't take a picture. Now we'll move on to the next place. Okay, now there's a pretty cool clock right here, and I'm wondering if there's some way to incorporate this clock into the picture. Where okay, see the clock. So what I'm trying to do right now. Do you see the city in the background there, through the tunnel? It's just a little bit too bright. So I need to find something that's the same intensity as the clock. So as we go around the clock, wait, there's that. There we go. There is that roof that I like so much. With the little, boy, I wish I had a viewing spot like that in my house. And we're shooting a picture with the clock and the skyscraper, so we know we're in the city. Watch this, though. See, the clock intrudes on the picture, and there's what I want. That's nice. It's not my favorite picture in the whole world because it's a clock, but it is a picture of a clock in this neighborhood, and that's the kind of thing we really want to think about. And so here's something I didn't notice before. And right now I'm going to go have a look at it, is that this sculpture that I showed you with the distinctive corkscrew shape, at the base it has some lucite colored hoses. And the way the sun is hitting it right now, I'm wondering if it might be some way to make an interesting picture there. So I'm going to set the camera at a real wide angle lens and try to take some just kind of twisted picture. Like, one of those pictures that people say, what on earth is that? I don't think this is a picture for Traveler magazine, but it might just be something for fun. Oh, yeah, boy, I wish you could see what I'm getting with the 20mm lens. Maybe we can post that up here later. But you get the idea. Look at the way that the light goes through there. Okay. Did anybody else see something that they thought maybe as I walked down the street you didn't know? You're like, oh, wait, what's that? Wow, how lucky were we? Look at the sun's going away. Oh, is that did I lose my image quality? Oh, I see. That's Julius. All right. Well, Adrian?
Yeah, Dan, I think you did a great job here. Just for folks looking at the Distillery district, in December it becomes a Christmas market, one of the best Christmas markets in Canada, and tomorrow's Halloween, of course, so it's really going to be decked out. So it's a great spot day and night and all season. Dan, thanks so much for your time. If folks have questions, if we've got questions from coming around the country, maybe Alex, you can see if you guys jump in, those on the call, or Alex has any tweets to mention. We can look at those.
Hey, I want to mention one more thing photographically. Is that you see now that the sun has gone behind a cloud for a little bit, I can actually make a much better picture of this conveyor belt and building because it's bright, but it matches exposure to the sky. This is just the right time of day to take a picture. And so there's a guy walking by with a trash barrel, so I wait till he goes away, and then, all right, we got the picture. Thanks so much for hanging out with me here in the Distillery District, and have a good afternoon.